Hey guys, it's Kamil here. For those of you interested in technology, I've decided to share why I've chosen Android over Apple's iOS. So for quite a long time, I've had iPhone for many years. I had iPhone 3 and then iPhone 4, and I was quite happy with it. I loved it. However, what I've noticed is that when Apple does an upgrade of iOS, the phone becomes slower. And I had the same thing with iPhone 3. It became really slow. I couldn't just use it properly. Then iPhone 4 came and it was perfect, working really fine and fast. And again, with the latest iOS 7, again, the same thing happened. iPhone 4 takes around 10 seconds to start Google Maps, and I love Google Maps. I use them very often here in London. I need to use them very often because, you know, it's a big city, and planning the road, the route and everything. So that's an example. And also there are some other things that I don't like about Apple, that they force you to use iTunes to synchronize anything. And things completely don't make any sense. To synchronize things, you need to use the same computer. If you go to another computer first, you need to wipe everything to add something else. Just complete nonsense, you know. I think Apple has lost the plot. And there are so many simple things that are missing. They introduce new things, they remove old things that were good, that they corrected. You know, you can't see the full title of a song. Again, in iOS 6 they fixed it, now they took it away. So I'm not gonna use iPhone anymore. And although the new iPhone is obviously quite fast, but that's not the point. I'm not able to use a phone that's 3 years old now. You know, it doesn't make any sense. While Android, on the other hand, has got this opposite tendency. When Google introduces new Android, they make sure that it's actually faster, more optimized, and that's how it should be. While Apple, they just lost the plot. They have lost the plot. That's what I can say. Anyway, so these are the two phones. So Apple iPhone 4, just to compare. Come on, unlock, yeah. So iPhone 4 and Nexus 5, that's the front look. Now, that's what they look like from the other side, so to say. So a Nexus 5 is much bigger. Now, I always have iPhone in this bumper because I found it very uncomfortable to hold. I didn't feel that I was holding it securely in a stable way, and a few times I dropped it, and I think the bumper saved it from actually breaking. With this one, although it's a bit of a plastic, but I feel that this plastic will give enough of a bumper, so I don't need anything extra, so I'm not really worried. With iPhone 4 I was worried, and I know many people actually had this experience. They dropped the iPhone and the screen shattered. I've seen it many times. Nexus 5, I love that phone. It's a brilliant phone, it's fast, quick. Google has cracked it, you know, with Google Now and all the other things. I'm not gonna bore you with details. If you want, you can do your research. What I'm saying is, it's really good phone. The battery is great. No, sorry, I'm lying to you. The battery is not that great actually, but that's alright. The camera is really good. So finally I have a phone where I'm happy with the camera, and I'm gonna make another video about comparing cameras of phones and other cameras like digital DSLRs. So the camera is great, really good phone. Read the reviews if you're interested to know more. There are lots of reviews about Nexus 5, all the features. And so, Apple iOS is dead. Long live Android. Thank you very much, Google, for making and continuing to develop Android. Thank you for watching. Leave me comments or questions. See you in the next video. Ciao.